People keep asking, is the Godox V1 still worth getting in 2025? After 3 years of dragging this thing around for portraits, events, travel, humidity, and Florida sun, this flash should have retired by now, but it's still clocking like I bought it yesterday. It's the only flash I have in for my both systems, Canon and Fuji, which I shoot all the time. And let me tell you a few good things and bad things to see why this flash is still relevant today. So, what's up guys, I'm Tony and today we are doing the real 3-year review of the Godox V1. This is not the honeymoon review, not the just unbox it hype, but the 3-year relationship test. I don't wanna tell you the specs, you forget in 48 minutes, but the long-term beat up, drop twice, survive Florida humidity review. Also, full disclosure, Godox reached out to me and they asked me if I still use this flash and wanted to do a long-term review. But like I told you before, I don't review gear that I don't use. If it never make it on my camera bag, I will never review it online because I have to use it to believe in it. So let's go through the good things and the bad things of this flash. Comment below if is there anything I miss or you have a different experience. This way we all can stay more informed and have a better understanding of the photo equipment. A few weeks ago, I had a mini session with Renis. He's a crazy talented artist, and the spot we shoot, it gave me zero room for off-camera setup. So I just slapped the V1 on the R5 and just rolled with it. Now look, I'm not usually on this camera flash guy, but that look is catching up a comeback lately and is trending everywhere. And I wanted to give it a try and I was really pleased how the pics came out. TTL exposure was dead on, even while I was feathering the light. The images had this clean directional punch I wasn't expecting, and I even did a flat lay with his artwork, and I bounced the flash of the ceiling and shooting down, and the images turned out fantastic. Okay, so the flash can look cute indoors, but outside in bright sun, that's where the flashes go to die. So I take the V1 out all the time for high-speed sync pictures, and man, this flash doesn't fold. Now, there are a couple of quirks about it I'm gonna go over in a little while. During these years, since I had the V1, I shot many images using only the V1 off camera, mostly off camera, and I always like how easy it is to handle and how much abuse it can take. It still hits the 1/8000 high-speed sync with a very usable power. It's perfect for that backlit portraits or adding shape during golden hours. Recycle time is around 1.5 seconds, even at higher outputs, which is exactly what I saw it happens outdoors all the time. Is it 80-200 power? No, but for something this compact, it performs far better than expected. Talking about the build and durability and for this long-term review, this flash has been through beaches, events, humid days, sand, travel, and it still looks and works almost like new. The magnetic modifiers snap clean on the head, and buttons are still crisp. There are no hot shoe wiggle, and I saw that many long-term reviewers online say the same things, but they have some problem with the hot shoe, which again we're going to cover in a little while. Now, the battery is still one of its biggest strengths. It is rated for around 480 full power pops, and that feels accurate because one battery I can shoot an entire session with it and is still some left. Very, very good battery. For specs, here's the quick rundown. 76 watts second, 1.5 seconds recycle time, 480 full power flashes, high-speed syncs up to 1/8000 of a second, round head for smoother fall off, full tilt and swivel, built-in modeling lamp. Basically, it still feels like it's a Profoto A10 without the A10 price tag. What really surprised me is how well the V1 aged compared to other flashes. Most pieces look great for a few months, then something starts slipping, battery performance drops, TTL become inconsistent, firmware supports and or buttons get mushy. The V1 avoided all that. Cycle time is still fast, TTL is still reliable, buttons still feel solid. I have an older and a newer one and you don't see the difference. And the biggest factor is that the Godox didn't abandon it. They released newer triggers like the X3 Pro, IT30 Pro, and the V1 actually works even better with them. You should check my previous video using the V1 with the IT30 Pro to see how nice they play together. How many 3-year-old flashes improve with the new gear? That's the real advantage here. The V1 never became outdated. It keeps up with the new cameras, new strobes, and new shooting styles. And I think that is very rare for a speedlight. So after 3 years, is the Godox V1 still worth buying it? Absolutely. For $199 for a round head flash with rock solid battery life, dependable TTL and solid high-speed sync, durability and a huge ecosystem behind it is an easy recommendation. The drawbacks? Okay, the user interface is still dated and the menu feels old school. Some people might like the button controls, but it does not have a modern look for sure. Now, let's be real for a second. The V1 isn't perfect, and there are a few things worth knowing, so you are not caught off guard if you are looking into this flash. The first one is the hot shoe foot. The design on the original V1 has always been a little fragile. It's not the flash body that is rock solid, it's the actual mounting foot. Some versions, especially the Sony one, tend to loosen or even crack over time if you are considering mounting and unmounting the flash of your camera, or if it gets bumped while it's on the camera. It doesn't take a dramatic drop to crack it, just sometimes just normal use is enough. The good news is that the newer units and replacement fit switch to a stronger metal design, so if you ever feel your foot getting wobbly, upgrading the part completely solves it. Another thing to keep in mind is color consistency. The V1 generally does really well. It doesn't bother me at all. But when you start pushing it into rapid fire burst or high output TTL, the color temperature can drift a bit warmer or cooler. It's not dramatic, but if you are doing like product photography or color critical work, you'll notice it right away. For portrait or event, I think it's usually is not a deal breaker. It's very easy to fix and post in a couple of seconds. And the last, TTL and HSS. The V1 works great on most cameras, but depending on your camera model, TTL exposure can get a little inconsistent when you are jumping straight to high-speed sync at the maximum power. Some camera meter differently, so as soon as you cross that line into HSS territory, you might see a slight drop in accuracy or an exposure shifts. It's not the end of the world. Once you know how your camera behaves, it's very easy to compensate. So, you have to pay attention to that. But if you're expecting perfect every time performance in a bright sun, this is something to be aware of it. So yeah, the V1 has a few rough edges, but honestly, none of these issues have taken away from the usability and reliability of this flash. You just need to know the quirks so you can work around them. Now, if you have any questions or you want a specific usage of this flash, drop a comment below and I will do a tutorial about it. Don't forget to check out my channel for more lighting tutorials and gear reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.